Hello, everybody. Brad Garrett here. Welcome to the Laugh Your Face Off event as we go virtual this year. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I just recently found out what a dreaded disease trigeminal neuralgia is. And I found out through my friend Tom and Amy about this. Well, actually, Amy is who I know better. I don't know Tom a lot. I know he's kind of famous in one state, but Amy I know pretty good. I know Amy really well, and it's none of your friggin' business. Okay. Anyway, I'm here to ask you to open up your hearts and a little bit of your wallets. Come on, Pat. That includes you. Open the wallet. Let the bats out. We've been out to dinner and I've seen the way you tip. Let's donate to finding a cure for this dreaded disease, trigeminal neuralgia. It affects so many people across the country, and we're going to use humor tonight to help raise the funds and raise the bar in getting a cure. I wasn't invited except to do just a quick shout out. So I hope you enjoyed the comedians, okay? I hope to make you laugh. Whatever that is. Obviously, I wouldn't know what that is. Be good to each other in these times. Wear a mask. I don't want to get political, but I know as a fact that a lot of you have had a lot of worse things on your face than a mask. Tom? So do the right thing. And let's find a cure. And let's laugh our face off. Which reminds me of a joke. Remember when we were kids and, well, I was bullied. I'm sure Tom wasn't because he was probably a jock. But you know how when you were a kid, they used to go up to me. They'd go, "Hey, man, does your face hurt?" And I would go, "No." And they would go, "Well, it's killing me." Remember that shit? That was, right? Well, now it's not funny. Now it's serious. So let's find a cure, okay? And let's use humor while we do it. My best to all of you. Stay well, and thank you.
I started working on this as a trainee in neurosurgery in the 70s, and I've been thinking about it and working on it ever since. So one of my major life goals is to find a cure for trigeminal neuralgia, and if I can do that, I will die a happy man. Most of the time, research is very, very focused, and it really isn't looking far down the line. It's looking at, we're going to establish this fact, and then it'll lead to the next grant for the next fact, and the next fact, and oftentimes that arc of discovery doesn't connect up to a cure. So we're combining both basic research and clinical knowledge that in a way that should bring those two things to focus on one condition and the cure of that condition. Hardly a conversation goes by that we don't develop new insights into what may be clues from the clinical side that might actually inform the genetic side and vice versa. The reason we focused on trigeminal neuralgia is we thought that clues that we developed from that condition could be applicable to millions of patients with neuropathic pain of various types. That could take this research into a very wide domain of all kinds of neuropathic pain problems. That's our hope. Again, we don't want to lose focus on the fact that we're talking about trigeminal neuralgia. I mean, my excitement for where we are right now is a little over the top, maybe. I've been thinking about this problem for 30 years, been working on the genomic study for over 6 years, but I really feel that right at this moment, we are now at the brink of really big discoveries, and we're already seeing that. We're not ready to release that information, but we are so close.
Now, the host of Laugh Your Face Off, Pat Tomasullo.
Hey! Yes! Here we are. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody watching at home to the 6th annual Laugh Your Face Off. We are doing it virtually this year from the beautiful Zanies Comedy Club in Rosemont. Thank you to Zadies for having us this year, for being a great partner. We usually do this, 700 people we usually have for this in a club in Chicago every year. But this feels more representative of most shows I do. This, an empty suburban comedy club next to an airport. This feels right. This feels like most of my shows. This is it. This is stand-up comedy in the world of COVID, right? This is our life. This is the journey we're on, right? Everybody uses that word journey now. Do you notice that's the word everybody uses to describe the most mundane, ordinary things that they're doing in their lives now? Just want to thank you all for supporting me on this journey. When I started this journey, what journey? You gave up dairy for a month. What journey did you go on? Carrying on like you're Indiana Jones. Listen, I'm sorry milk gives you the squirts. I really am. But journey? How far away is your bathroom? Do you have to go through a forest to get there? Is it on top of a mountain? Do you need a Sherpa to get to the top? Journey. Lewis and Clark went on a journey. Moses went on a journey. Your ass is just lactose intolerant. That's all. This is the way people talk now. It drives me nuts. So much hyperbole. We can't just be regular people doing ordinary things. Everything has to be extra special. I see this on social media all the time. I was on there the other day. This guy posted, just want to give a shout out to all my fellow gluten-free warriors. I'm like, okay, settle down, Braveheart. Warriors? Who are you, the Genghis Khan of grains? What are you talking about? People post, and if you don't comment back, if you don't reinforce how special they are and what they're doing, they self-destruct. They can't handle it. One guy I know posted the other day, he wrote, hey, I feel a little down today. Can you guys say some things that'll pick me up and get me going? And I was like, your rent is due next week. Get off your ass. That get you going? Does that motivate you? I'm not on Facebook to inspire you. I'm here to look up old girlfriends. That's all. It's all over the place. It's insufferable. When people go fishing for compliments now, I don't tolerate it. Not for a second. I'm brutally honest when I see them fishing for compliments. And it just set a personal best. A 12-minute mile. Really? What were you on? Crutches? That's a terrible time. What setting is that on the treadmill? Elephant? I don't even know. I'm just saying, you're never going to finish your journey at that speed. The other part of me thinks, you know what? Any place people get positivity from now, I guess it's okay. It's like all this. I told my wife at the beginning of this, when this started, I was like, honey, this is a blessing in disguise. When was the last time we got to spend this much time together and really connect like this? It's a blessing. Haven't said that in a while, though. It's been a while. Been a minute, as the kids would say. Been a hot second. We're running out of things to talk about. I don't know because we're not doing anything. I don't know what to ask her. We sit down for dinner. We're like, how was your day? I know how her day was. I saw it unfold right in front of me for the last 10 hours. How was your day? How was that walk from the living room to the bedroom? How was that? Anything cool happen? People are canceling things. Nobody can do anything. I was reading a story. It said that J-Lo had to postpone her wedding to Alex Rodriguez. She said she was devastated. Devastated? It's your fourth wedding. You can't be devastated over a fourth wedding. You shouldn't even be allowed to have a fourth wedding. Postponing a fourth wedding, it's like postponing a business lunch. There's probably going to be another one. God, I've gotten out of so many weddings. That's the best thing of this whole pandemic. I hate weddings. I don't like I try to tell people. I tell them, like, you got to understand, it's the most important day of your life. Do you know what day it is to everybody else? It's Saturday, and you're ruining the whole thing. You're ruining the whole. And don't get me started on these people who get married on Sundays. All right, who raised these people? Yeah, We wanted a brunch wedding. No, you wanted 20% off the venue. Who do you think you're talking to? Now you get your brunch wedding and I got to do the cha-cha slide at 2 p.m. on the Lord's Day? That's not appropriate. It's not appropriate. I don't wobble before sundown, you heathens. These weddings are all day. Too much, all day. People do the ceremony at 1. The reception's not until like 6. Last wedding I went to, I asked the bride, I'm like, is there anything I can do to kill 4 hours? She tells me, she's like, oh, there's a barn near the not a barn, a park near the reception hall. I'm like, a park? Get the hell out of here. Did you say a park? You're not going to believe this. I was just telling somebody, you know what I would love to do today? I would love to walk around a park in a full suit and tie on the hottest day in July for 3 hours. How did you know? How did you know? All right, well, listen, I'll just be over here getting heat stroke while you guys drive 40 miles to get your pictures taken in front of some barn. Have fun. Barn. When did these barn weddings become a thing? Everybody wants to get married in a barn. You know who doesn't want to get married in a barn? Somebody who has to get married in a barn. Barn. It has character. Oh, yeah? You know what it doesn't have? Air conditioning. I shouldn't be dehydrated at a wedding. Trying to take in fluids, but I can only fit so much water in this mason jar you're making me drink out of. Speaking of which, you think I can keep this? I got some vegetables I want to pickle. Can I keep this? Weddings. You got to have a strong marriage, though, to get through this. You really do. All this time together, I'm lucky. I do have a strong marriage. I think Amy and I are as close today as we were the day we met. I don't think a lot of couples can say that. People want to know, like, well, how do you do it? Is it everything you guys have been through? And that's part of it. But I think the main factor is that we've built our marriage on what I think is the single most important thing in a relationship. We hate all of the same people. I think that's really what that's how you build a relationship. Some of you may not agree with that, but fellas, I want you to try this. Next time your wife is really going in on some woman she can't stand, I want you to just look at her and simply say, you know, I didn't think she was that bad. See what happens. See what happens. You got to hate the same people. That keeps things hot. Every time my wife and I go out, we'll see at least one new person that'll make the two of us look at each other and be like, can you believe this guy? And we fall in love all over again. We like a lot of the same people. That's just not as much fun. We'll never leave a party and talk about them the second we get in the car. So it's like, oh, that Bob and Susan were nice, huh? Yeah. But that Karen, what a bitch. Now we're cooking. Now we're getting somewhere. Sometimes for date night, we'll go places and hate watch people. That's what we'll do. I'll call her up. I'll be like, honey, I'm getting off work in 20. Meet me at Whole Foods. They're doing a vegan baking class. Let's go watch these idiots and get annoyed. That place is like foreplay to me. Whole Foods. I get so fired up. I can't go in there anymore. It's so pretentious. It is so pretentious, that place. I don't go there a lot. Sometimes I want to buy like some meat there, right? Because whenever I'm there, within 30 seconds, I just want to murder everybody in that store. I don't trust myself in there anymore. I'm one more complaining mom and Lululemon away from just throat punching everybody in the produce section. Oh, you know her. You see her there. She's walking around all entitled with her adopted Guatemalan baby that she named Caden. It's like, really? Caden? Come on, Diane. Don't you want to preserve some of his heritage? Everything about that place. They're always asking for like donations to the most obscure causes at the checkout line too. I was there last week and the cashier's like, would you like to make a donation to fund organic gardens in schools? I was like, organic gardens in schools? This is Chicago. How about we just donate to keep schools open? How about that? And then we'll worry about basil after that. Can we make a deal on that one? All right, listen. We have got to get this show going. Thank you all for joining us tonight. It's a little different. We know that it's not the same as it always is, but we're still going to try and have fun tonight. We're still going to try and raise a lot of money for the Facial Pain Research Foundation. Right about now, you should be getting a text to your phones with another link. You see the information at the bottom of your screen. It's on that crawl where you can text to and donate to Laugh Your Face Off. You received a text a little bit ago. We're in a pandemic, but we're still going to try and raise a ton of money. And we have tonight a matching gift from a donor of ours, Gwen Asplund, who's been a supporter of the Facial Pain Research Foundation for many years, is going to match $25,000 tonight. So if we can reach $25,000, she will kick in an extra $25,000 tonight. So please donate, do what you can. We would appreciate that so much. We have got an incredible lineup for you tonight. But before we get to some of the live comedians that I'm going to bring in, a couple of our famous friends who wanted to be here tonight but couldn't, wanted to say a few words.
Hey, what's up? My name is Sebastian Maniscalco, and I had no clue what TN was until Pat reached out to me and provided a link of testimonials of people that are going through this very painful disease. And I'm just here to encourage people to support, donate, and do whatever they can to possibly help these people out with a cure or financial assistance or whatever it might be. I truly was kind of sideswiped from hearing what people deal with on a daily basis to headache and face pain, and I had no idea your face could even hurt. That's how in the dark I was. But I hope you continue to do great work, and I'm so sorry you couldn't have your fundraiser this year, but I just am honored that I was asked to say a little bit on this. So hope everybody's happy and healthy, and stay strong.
Hey, Laugh Your Face Off viewer. This is Jim Gaffigan. This is how big my forehead is. Anyway, I want to thank you for watching, but I also want to encourage you to donate. Now, I know that we're dealing with thousands of requests because everyone's kind of struggling right now, but what Pat is doing here is something important, and we can't lose sight of helping out other people. And I find that helping people actually makes us all feel a little better. And we're going to get through all this. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, donate.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Bill Burr. Middle act out there on the stand-up comedy circuit. I just want to thank everybody seriously for just being involved, trying to help people out that have trigeminal neuralgia. Nailed it! I didn't think I was going to pronounce it right. I wouldn't say I nailed it, but I did all right. I'd never heard of this disease. I just watched all these testimonials about it. It's, obviously sounds like a horrific thing to be afflicted with. So whatever you can do to help out would be great. And that's it. And thank you for taking time out. It's a very difficult time right now during the new normal. And the fact that you're still caring about people shows that you're a good person. So thank you very much. And I hope that they find a cure soon. Thank you.
All right, welcome back. So before all this happened, this pandemic nonsense, I was getting ready to tape my first hour special here at Zany's in Rosemont. That got put on hold. Where was it going? Was it going to Netflix? Was it going to Amazon? No, they didn't want it. It was going to go to YouTube. By comparison, this first comic tonight, this guy has 4 hour specials under his belt. Was hard at work on number 5 before everything got shut down. He's got a documentary out right now, and his very first feature film that he wrote and directed is coming out in October. It's called The Opening Act. He's on the road right now. Let's bring in the great Steve Burr, who is
oh yeah.
Listen, buddy.
Oh yeah.
Look at you. Where are you right now? Tell everyone where you are and how dedicated you are to being with here.
I'm in New Orleans. I'm driving across the country with my parents. I love excitement, but mudslides, earthquakes, raging fires, and a pandemic was maybe just too much for my wife from Minnesota. So we're leaving Los Angeles, and I'm in a hotel, and the cat, my daughter's cat, was laying right here and licking its butthole, and I shoot it away, and now it's over there licking its butthole. So I had to get her out of frame. But I'm glad to see that Brad Garrett and I both have the same wardrobe and makeup person working with us tonight. So,
all right, buddy, I'm gonna get out of here. Let you do your thing. Steve Burr, everybody.
Thanks for having me. Very excited to be on this incredible lineup with Pat, Megan, and obviously Pat/Tom. But yeah, guys, this is crazy. It's been 6 months. 6 months of quarantine/pandemic. Can you believe that we've lasted 6 months? We've lasted an entire Grateful Dead song. Hello. More coming at you guys. More coming at you. Very, 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 very troubling times. Racial tensions are all-time high. Obviously, you guys are all in Chicago, the town that Black Lives Matter could shut down. You got to be very careful these days, right? Everything's going on. All the rioting and looting, it kind of started in Minneapolis, right? It started at Target. That's where it all went down. Now, I'm not saying that Black people rioted that Target. I'm not saying Black people looted that Target, but I'll say everything in that Target was gone except for the country music CDs. Hold for applause. But yeah, you got all these Southern acts that are changing their names now. You got Lady Antebellum. Is that what it's called? Now they're Lady A. Dixie Chicks are now just the Chicks. Even Alabama. Alabama's now just Vermont. That's the punchline. Vermont. Here we go. Okay. I don't know if you guys saw this, but a reporter recently asked Joe Biden what he thought of Kenosha. And he was deeply offended. He said, come on, her name is Kamala. Boom! Still got it. Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to learn about coronavirus much like you guys. I saw a special report on Fox News, and I learned this. I don't know if you guys saw this, but a baby bat is called a pup, while an old bat is called Nancy Pelosi. Nailed it. Yeah, I feel it. Like I feel the energy emanating through pixels. And yeah, guys, I know I'm in New Orleans, you guys are in Chicago, but the virtual world, it's making us all. Okay, Ron Jeremy is on trial in Los Angeles. I'm hoping the trial ends in a hung jury, because then it'll be a jury of his peers. Oh, burn, nailed it for a room of one. Yeah, even the cat like licked itself a little extra hard on that one. Really enjoyed that one. Okay, let's see what else we got here. These are topical monologue jokes, obviously. I can't wait to do these in front of an audience. BBC host Piers Morgan, a fierce critic of Donald Trump, recently suggested to show solidarity with BLM that Donald Trump take a knee in the Oval Office, which would be very exciting. A knee in the Oval Office. I think it's a good idea. He'd be the first to do it since Monica Lewinsky. I don't know if you guys saw that Bill Clinton has a new podcast, and he just recently found his first sponsor. It's Shout, the fabric stain remover. Do you guys get the news? Do you guys? Okay. I got to tell you, I think the BLM, it's important, right? The movement's important. But I will say, if you really want change in this country, it starts at the top. Go to the money, go to the banks. Look at the wealth disparity in this country. Look who's running our country right now. And in the White House, we have a billionaire. On the Democrat side, look who's running over there. You know, Michael Bloomberg was running. He's got 11 homes. Bernie Sanders has 3 homes. Elizabeth Warren has 2 teepees and 1 summer wigwam. Tough year for Elizabeth Warren. Tough year. Not as tough as this set, but tough year for Elizabeth Warren. Recently she was taken off the Land O'Lakes label. Took the Indian off the Land O'Lakes. Yeah. Kept the land. So that's a tag there. That's how that joke works. I took the land. Okay, moving on. Got you guys. I read you loud and clear, even through this. Kim Jong-un, still in the news. There's rumors that he's dead. There's rumors that he's in a coma. North Korean officials are adamant Kim Jong-un is not dead. He's not in a coma. In fact, he's doing very well. He is currently in first place in a sleeping contest. Yeah. There's more. I got more, guys. He's actually doing quite well. He recently achieved the highest rank in the North Korean army, 5'6". There are rumors, though, that he is in a coma. And before he went into this coma, he said to officials, he said, please, if I do die, please give all our pantsuits to Hillary. I like that joke. I just don't think it ever does well. So we got football season coming up. Football season. I'm sure you guys are all Bears fans. I'm from Pittsburgh, so I'm a Steelers fan. But I got to tell you, before you start booing me, the first NFL game I ever went to was San Francisco. I went to Candlestick Park. It was the old home of the 49ers. So I have a deep affection for Candlestick Park, not only for that memory I shared with my father as a young boy, but also because Candlestick Park shares the name of my favorite Korean porn star. Favorite Korean porn star. There we go. Burn is on fire. Methodist Church. I don't know if you guys saw this, but the Methodist Church recently took a vote to separate into two separate churches. One that would accept. I was just dismounting and I got in the way of that. So we're going to try it again. Take two. We're going to do it. Yeah, Methodist Church took a vote to separate into two separate churches. One that would accept same-sex marriage. The other that would have a horrible choir. A horrible choir is the punchline to that. If you were listening to this set, okay, moving on. Yeah, boy. Let's see. Any Catholics out there watching? Catholics? I was raised Irish Catholic. I'm actually Korean and Irish. I'm Caucasian and Asian, which I discovered makes me Caucasian. My parents are very devout. Recently went to Rome, visited the Vatican. They told me this. I had no idea. The Pope is protected by a 40-foot wall surrounding the perimeter of the Vatican. Also protected by his own private security detail, the police force of Rome, and the Italian army. That is the most protection a Catholic has ever used. Boom! Oh, I feel it, guys. I feel it. I feel it too. Obviously, we have an election coming up. Vice President Mike Pence recently made news. I don't know if you guys saw this, but on a lighter note, he recently celebrated an anniversary of his wife, and I think that's very sweet. I heard he spent his anniversary trying to convince his wife to participate in a twosome. Twosome. That's it. Joke's over after that. Okay. National Geographic has recently revealed a study that says that human beings and dolphins are the only two animals on this planet that have sex for fun. As soon as this report was revealed, West Virginians have been banned from SeaWorld. That's not a thinker, guys. You should be able to. Okay. I don't know if you guys saw this. Recent data shows that old people read the Bible a lot more than young people. I guess they're cramming for finals. You see what I did there? I did it. I went there, and don't let anybody tell you I won't, because I'll go to the places no one else will. And you're going to watch this and go, I can't believe you said it. Well, guess what? I just said it. I just said it. I'm dangerous. All right, let's give you two more. A young couple in Northern California was recently arrested for trying to sell their young child in the parking lot of a Walmart for $25. Walmart issued a statement. We are horrified. But yet again, where else will you find these everyday low prices? And last one here, Kim Kardashian was asked if she could take a selfie with anyone dead or alive. Who would it be? Her answer, Jesus Christ. But I think we can all agree he has suffered enough. Oh, that felt so good. That felt great. I hope it felt as good for you as it did for me. Mi casa, su casa. You guys can find me at the Motel 6 on Craigslist here in New Orleans after 3 a.m. if you want to find me on a misconnection. Other than that, Pat, thank you so much for having me, man.
On my way, buddy.
I want to tell you, I know you got Pat, I know you got Megan, I know you get some great comics coming up, but I got to tell you, this is the first. I have friends that have done virtual shows. Yeah. I have not done a virtual show yet. This is my first one.
You dreamed it would be, right? You didn't know that you weren't going to hear the audience, did you?
So much better. But I got to tell you, I watched your set and I was laughing and I was like, oh, maybe this could be done well. And then as I'm doing it, I'm like, nope. Yeah, no, it can't.
Well, listen, one of us has a movie coming out and the other doesn't. When's the movie coming out? It's coming out in October, right?
October 16th. It's called The Opening Act. You guys may know Chicago boy done well, Vince Vaughn. He produced it, and it's all about a comic's very first time ever on the road. So October 16th, streaming VOD or movie theaters if they're open. But thank you guys for having me, man. And thank you for doing such a wonderful thing. I really, I saw the videos too. It's unbelievable.
Light, right? Is that what that was?
What's that? That was my light. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was timing it so I didn't go over.
Steve, thanks, buddy. Keep drive safe, man. I hope to see you in Chicago soon, my friend.
Well, you know, the other day I asked Alexa what I should pack for my trip to Chicago. You know what she said?
A flak jacket?
Heat.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Bang.
You could have gone one of two ways with that. I see where you went.
Yeah, you went one way, I went the other. All right, buddy. I love you.
Steve Burr, we love you, buddy.
Thank you.
That was awesome. Steve Burr, listen, we got somebody who's like kind of famous outside of Chicago, unlike some people on this show. But a lot of the famous people couldn't be here. They wanted to send in some messages, and here are a few more.
Hey everyone, Bonnie Hunt here, asking you to make a donation to the Facial Pain Research Foundation. And please know that 98% of every dollar donated goes directly to research. This foundation is volunteer-based. Everyone here is so passionate to bring hope and quality of life to these patients. Trigeminal neuralgia is a devastating diagnosis. Excruciating nerve pain in your face, all the things that we take for granted, just the way we communicate with a glance, a smile, laughter, eating something, brushing your teeth. Even a wind can cause excruciating sharp pain to the face when you suffer from this disease. And when somebody's diagnosed, the whole family is diagnosed. There's nothing worse than seeing someone you love in pain that you can't resolve. So if you can find it in your heart to make a donation, we would so appreciate the support, and know that it's going to a family that will feel so much joy and so much happiness knowing that there's an answer out there that we're reaching for, and it's right within our grasp. Thank you for your support.
Hi, this is Jeff Garland, Chicago native, living here in Los Angeles, sitting outside, sending my best to the Laugh Your Face Off. Is it a foundation? I don't know. You know, all I know is that people should not have facial pain. What the fuck is that? And I tried memorizing the name, the Neuralgia. It's one of those names. This is fucking horrible, is what I'm saying to you. And what I'm saying to you is, please donate. Donate now. Donate when I'm done talking. Donate a half hour now, an hour from now. Donating is delightful. Delightful. Helping. It's all we can do, man. It's all we can do. A pleasure to talk to you, and I'm always here for anyone who has any pain. I want people to stop having pain. Will you give money to help with the neuralgia thingy? Do it. Thank you.
All right, some of you are definitely listening to Jeff Garland so far tonight. I said at the beginning of the show that we had a matching donation up to $25,000. I am happy to report that we are getting close to that number. We are halfway there. We are halfway there, and we would like to get all the way there by the end of the night. This is free money that's just sitting there for us that this nice lady wants to give us. So you go to that little text number, text that LYFO 2020 to 243725. There's like a 1,000 of you watching on at least one thing I see right now. If everybody donates like $25, we're there. We're there. So donate. We're almost there. Thank you so much, everybody who has donated tonight. All right, I want to bring in our next comic now. This lady got her start here in Chicago, quickly dominated the Chicago comedy scene, moved out to L.A. Since she's been out there, she's done Conan. She's done The Tonight Show. She was on Lights Out with David Spade, most recently on TBS's Tournament of Laughs. She is hilarious. She is a friend of Laugh Your Face Off. Let's bring in Megan Gailey. Hi. Hey.
Hi, Pat.
Hey, so unlike Steve, you've chosen to stay in the fiery hellscape that is California. Is that true?
I mean, it's not good, but now that I'm seeing myself on camera, whatever weird lighting is outside, I do look beautiful.
Yeah.
So I'm torn.
Yeah.
I can't leave my home, but I don't need a ring light right now.
Right.
You know, it's tricky. It's tricky.
God. Well, you know what? I don't think we should leave you in a split screen. Let's put you up full and let you take it away.
Yeah,
Megan
give 'em
Gailey,
a-
everybody.
Bye, Pat. Hi, guys. Oh my gosh. It's so nice to see all of you, even though I can't see you. I can feel that you're rich, and I love that. I did used to live in Chicago, and I was like, how am I going to prove that to these people that I am also Chicago? And then this is a pen. It's a pizza pen. Okay. And then I didn't even these are just things I can grab off my husband's desk. I'm in my husband's office. These are sneakers. Can you see behind me? There's something called a video game chair. Oh, fuck. This loaded Chicago dog, and this is a fucking pin that's a tamale for the tamale man. I love Chicago so much. I once kissed the tamale man on the lips. Kissed him on the lips. People are like, the original tamale man? I go, I don't know. All I know is there were tamales and there were lips. And I hope he's well too. I know he's struggling. Okay, so of all the celebrities that have done the testimonials, I think we can admit Bonnie Hunt was the best. I mean, women, wow. Bill Burr, I thought he was mad at me. Bonnie Hunt, I thought she was a doctor. Like that's the difference between men and women getting you to donate. I'm doing well. I don't need your laughter. My comedy has always felt like a woman having a mental breakdown. And so it's actually better for me this way. I get more out. I'm sweating so much right now. This is Diane von Furstenberg. I wore it for you guys, but it's tucked into pajama pants. Okay. That's what I'm doing now. High end tucked into pajama pants. People love it. Well, not people, it's just my husband and me. I got married right before the quarantine. My husband keeps calling our wedding a buzzer beater, so that's romantic. I am happy we got it in. I feel very, very lucky. We got married, and then this happened, and like I was still hot from the wedding, so now I'm just hot inside. It's really tough. There's just strange things with weddings. You're like, I'm getting married, and we've made a rule as society that when you're getting married, you have to be in the best shape of your life. You have to get in the best shape of your life to have sex with the same person. They've already seen. They've spent money. They're in it. Okay, full bush. They love you. We got to get in the best shape of our life. It's like, why? I did all this special stuff. I got a Brazilian wax for my wedding. It's like, why did my asshole need to do black tie? I hope you guys laughed there. There was a parental discretion before I'm doing comedy. That's a honest dream come true. So now I'm hot. I don't know what to do. You get so hot, and then you're married. You can't even do anything about it. It's like renovating a house and then never throwing a party. I'm sorry, if you get a pool, you're inviting friends over. If you get abs, you should be able to have sex with a fireman. That's all I'm saying. I just wanted some wiggle room. Maybe even just let me stand outside nude. Let my neighbors see my ass. Cellulite and all. You know, I mean, I'm not like that hot. There's still issues, but for me, it's good. When you get married, everybody's like, you should have a baby, especially because of this. You should have a baby. You should have a quarantine baby. It's like, oh yeah, 2020 really screams sobriety to me. That's what I'm looking to do. Just knock it all off. Kill it all. No more booze. No more edibles. Yeah, let's just get our mind sharp for the news. I'm not having a baby right now. Are you crazy? I'm in an interracial couple too, so people like really want me to have a baby. When you're just like a white married to a white, they're like, you should have a baby. When you're in an interracial couple, they're like, we will watch you have sex. Okay? We need to see this baby. Everyone is so excited about this baby. Obviously, I want the baby to be cute. Of course, I want baby gap money. I don't want to work. Get this baby in an Old Navy commercial. Obviously, that's what I want too. But everybody's got to chill out. That's for me. I'm going to give birth to it. I'm allowed to feel that way. You don't need to comment on my unborn, half Asian, half Karen baby. Okay? My husband is Filipino and I'm Megan. That's confusing for people sometimes. They don't get that. That's not like a typical interracial you see. Asian man, white woman. That's what I call a new twist on an old classic. Yeah. The old reverse San Francisco, if you're following. Sometimes people see us and they very, very confused. Sometimes people see us and they're very, very excited. Like, it's like, okay, you're a Democrat. Got it. We are going to have a kid for sure. My parents can't wait. My mom is ready to spice up that Christmas card. She has white grandkids. She's tired of them. She's like, put them in the back. All right, we'll put this baby. It'll be front and center. Every time I talk to her, she's just like, I loved Moana. Mom, that's not appropriate to say. My husband is like, I'm looking at listen, I've been doing the Zoom shows. Okay, at the top, it does just say I'm unstable, but that's you can tell, obviously, but I get so mad. The internet, when it's not working, it'll be like, your internet's unstable. It's like, I'm unstable. Why unstable? Why would you choose that word? Why don't you just say your internet's fucked? Okay. That would make me feel a lot better, because I see unstable flash up on my screen and I think you're talking about me. My husband is Filipino, hella Filipino. He drives a Nissan Cube. All right. Sometimes I tell people that and they're like, oh, is that what the DJ hamsters come out of? I'm like, that's a Kia Soul, you racist piece of shit. It's 2020 and you don't even know your boxed Asian cars. I've been protesting. I have. I know that comes as a shock to you. I look like a fired Fox News anchor, but I've been protesting. And I just got to tell you that SoulCycle has not prepared me for the revolution like I thought it was going to. Okay, I've been cycling. I've been tricepping pre-pandemic, not anymore. And I thought I was in good shape. I went to one protest. I needed to rest for 5 days. It's hard to hold a sign. Oh my God. Where are the workout classes teaching you how to protest, teaching you how to make signs and hold them over your head? That's what we need. I don't need my ass high, okay? I need my arms to be able to hold signs up. What else are we doing? I looked mad for a second. My family lives all over the country, so we have to Zoom. That's how we keep in contact. And from Zooming with my family, I've learned that my niece hates us. Usually I'm seeing her in person. I'm bringing her a present. Now on Zoom, this is all you're getting, Marin. We pop up on the computer and she just yells, not them. It's like, bitch, you don't think I feel that way? This is your family. You're stuck with us. Do you know how much Frozen I've bought you? I brought you a Frozen karaoke mic. Can't you just give me half of a smile? I'm Irish, obviously. You can tell I don't seem well. I don't have fetal alcohol syndrome. I'm old now, and my mom, sweet angel nurse lady, did not drink. But I'm Irish, and it's tricky for me. My mom is Irish Catholic, and my dad is Irish Protestant. Very bad in white people land. For those that don't understand what that means, it's kind of like saying my mom was raised believing in magic, and my dad was raised blowing up magicians. Does that make sense? Okay, if you didn't get that, you can just Google Belfast and you'll be cooking with gas then. Gosh, I've had so much fun. It's really kind of wild to be sitting in my husband's office talking shit about him. This is a bucket hat. Okay. What? Why do we have this? Oh, don't worry. There's another one. Just bucket hats on bucket hats. My husband bought me a Peloton as our wedding present. People were horrified by that. Aren't you mad? No, I'm thrilled. I love it. Until today, I saw who he's been taking Peloton classes from, and it is a woman that looks like a hotter version of me with giant boobs. Just the biggest boobs I've ever seen. It actually seems unsafe to be on a bicycle. If you have Pelotons, you know who I'm talking about. And I saw her breasts, and then I thought to myself, does he know that I can see who he picked to ride with? Does he know that? So I brought it up to him. I'm like, why the hot redhead with the... And he's like, well, you ride with a hot guy. I'm like, yeah, he's gay. And I ride with him because he's funny. And he's like, yeah, but if he wanted to have sex with you, would you have sex with him? I'm like, absolutely. Are you crazy? If a hot gay man wants to have sex with me, that's like a gold medal. That is, I can't even leave you for him. That's a one and done. But that's going in like my biography. That may be the title of my biography. Hot gay man wanted to have sex with me. Past my prime. This is past it. That's what I'm worried about. These are my tits last good summer. They're locked inside. Can you just post nudes? Just to be like, listen, this is the end for me. Not death-wise, but like this is the end body-wise. And I just need to get my breasts out there to you. I'm hoping to get hacked. Like that's where I'm at this point. I include my face in my nudes. My husband's like, I'm right next. Why are you sending me nudes? Because I need someone to get in my iCloud. Okay, get up in there and get them out to the people. That's what I'm hoping for. So please donate to this amazing organization and help me get my tits to the people. Okay.
That's right, everybody. $1 of every donation you make will go to that great cause as well tonight. Megan, you are fantastic. We love you. Thank you so much.
You look so great. You look great.
Man, look at this. Here, let me back up a little bit.
Being on TV must be like a massive incentive to keep it tight. Look at that.
Right there.
Look at that.
Huh? There you go.
Okay.
All right.
Tell Amy hi.
I will. Tell CJ I said hello, and his bucket hats are fantastic. Megan Gailey, everybody. All right, we got one more live comic to bring up. I can't wait to bring this guy back. But before I do, some more people wanted to say a few things.
Hi everybody, this is Murph from the TV show Impractical Jokers. I'm the handsome one on the show. I just wanted to thank you guys for donating to the Facial Pain Research Foundation. This is not to be confused with the Pain in the Ass Foundation. That's something different altogether. Listen guys, 98 cents of every dollar you donate goes directly to research for a cure. So thanks for helping them out and donate today.
Hi folks, Triumph here, asking you to please donate to the Facial Pain Research Foundation. You know, I get a lot of requests to do charity events, and being a celebrity, I say no to most of them. But when Pat Tomasulo calls you, there's only one response. Who? Pat Tomasulo. So then you Google him, and then you're like, still not ringing a bell. Sports guy, comedian. So then you YouTube him. And that's where you realize what a fine, decent man Pat Tomasulo is. Because you see, folks, facial pain is a very serious condition. People who have this condition often experience their most severe pain from laughing. So imagine the consideration, the empathy Pat Tomasulo has to have a comedy act that includes no laughs at all. Not a single moment that would even make you smile. All those with facial pain are in no danger of suffering during a Pat Tomasulo monologue. That's what I call kindness. And sucking, but mostly kindness. So please, donate generously in support of the Facial Pain Research Foundation. Their research is based in Florida, a state that's not particularly keen on science. So you know, they've got the whole state to themselves. So please, donate generously. And thank you for being the kind, considerate viewer that you are. For me to poop on.
All right, time to check in with our donation totals tonight. We had a $25,000 matching donation tonight. We're not there yet. We are right around, at last count, $20,000. 20,000. So we need to get that up. 900 of you that I see on this one stream. $10 each, $20 each. We'll get there. Now, you see the text number at the bottom. You can donate there, but also if you've already signed up and you're bidding in our silent auction, there's an option on there to donate as well. You can go to the very bottom, and it just gives you an option for a donation to the foundation. You can donate there as well. You've seen a lot of our sponsor names that have come across the screen tonight, but there are a couple that I want to thank specifically who have been incredibly generous sponsors of ours. And also their sponsorship package dictated that I mention them on stage. So I'm going to do that right now, starting with our partners in all of this, Northwestern Medicine. They've been our presenting sponsor for the last 3 years, and every year just keep giving us more and more support, not only financially, but with infrastructure, but with helping us get the word out about TN and the work they're doing. Everybody over there, Dr. Jerome, Dr. Rosenow, Sarah Taylor, and the whole team over there, we appreciate you. Cure TN Mexico. From across the border, Fair and David Canales raise money for us every year for Laugh Your Face Off in our research. We appreciate them so much. Impact, local company right over here near Rosemont. Cold called them, said, hey, you want to donate to our fundraiser? Immediately, I think within 2 hours, got an email back. Sure, we'll donate $15,000. That's the kind of company they are, and we thank them so much. RT Specialty. John and Abby Reiner, Patrick and Diana Richmond. So these guys joined us the very first year for Laugh Your Face Off back in 2015, became so encouraged by what we do. Every year they corral business partners of theirs, clients to team up with them. And over the last 2 years alone, they've helped us bring in over $125,000. We appreciate you guys so much. Jim and Sharon Altorfer, who have been friends of the foundation for years and have Laugh Your Face Off, coming through and making a great big donation again. And finally, Gene Raymond, who is a former Facial Pain Research Foundation trustee, a friend to Amy and I, and a very generous donor. Gene, we appreciate you so much as well. All right, we got our last comic coming up now. And this guy, man, I am so happy this guy is back. We had him, I think, the first 3 years. And then he had to go and get all big time on us, didn't you, McGann? Going on the road with your buddy, Sebastian.
He was here tonight. How about the big names you had tonight? You kidding me?
Listen.
I'm not big time. You said Triumph. And Megan and Steve are great, man, huh?
It paid off, dude. Pat's special, produced by Sebastian Maniscalco. When's Mom Gonna Be Home is available now. I'm not going to waste any more time. Patrick, the floor is yours. Pat again.
Thank you, Pat. I love Pat. Happy to be here. I know in between comics, he's running out into that bullshit Pretendville they built in Rosemont, that fake town. He's probably walking into Adobe Gillis right now. Tear it up, Pat. You're covered for 8 minutes. What is up, people? Great to be back with this audience. I've always had fun doing this event. My wife was on the board a few years ago and was involved. Pat and Amy are friends of ours. They've been so good to us, and I always love being a part of this night. So, and I've been watching the comments in the screen here. Who's this guy? Is someone really trying to pick people up in here? This is Ben Jammin. Have you seen this guy in the comments? He's like, hey, Nancy, looking good. Love that profile pic. What's going on? What? And then he was like, oh, I guess no one's biting tonight. Yeah, dude. Read the room. Read the virtual room. Can you imagine not having any game online? This guy was waiting for the pandemic. By the way, a pandemic bummer, is it not? I have a map here. I'm keeping track of all the cases. This is how I update the outbreaks, the hot spots. Seems like we're doing pretty good. My kids are actually back in school. Can you believe that? In school, in the building. It's a Catholic school. We've talked about the Catholics tonight. Megan was talking about how we just do it. We're going. Science, never been our strength anyway. Let's plow through. They try and look scientific, though. They take your temperature. before you go in the building, which really does that matter? Looks good though, right? They always like put the thermometer up and then they ask them a question. I can never really hear, but I feel like they're just like, were you at Sturgis? You know, sometimes I will, looks like you're at 99, but your parents donate a lot. So get in there. Go on. Have a good time. I want to volunteer out there, you know? Just take the old thermometer out that I grew up with. Just get a long line going. Gotta do this in between. Hold on. That's all my mom would ever do. God damn it. I can't even see this. Hang on. That's a good way to show my sweaty pits. Oh, anyway, I'm home. And this is my new life. I used to be on the road all the time. Now I'm home. I know my kids' names. I know their ages. Really kind of leaned into it when I first got home. I was like, this is silver lining, right? I'm going to reconnect with my family. And then after a few months, I was like, I'm good. I'm ready to get back out there, get some family time in the bank. I feel good about. But anyway, I had some high hopes when we first got sent home. You know, it's like, I'm going to capitalize on this time. We're all going to learn stuff. Let's go. Get the books. We're all going to learn Mandarin. All of us. Then after a little bit, it's like, I wish I could just teach them how to pull their underwear out of their pants before it gets into the laundry. That would be great. If I could teach them how to separate that, so I don't have to peel it apart. It'd be great if they could get it in the laundry basket too. They just discard clothes. Every time I turn around, it looks like some kid melted in her house. It's like, what the hell? Was that COVID? Where are these kids? They're in the basement. That's where they are. Thank God for basements. Shit. They go down there and they play Fortnite. It was not going to let them have Fortnite, but you know, with all the social distancing, it's like, let's expose them to something they're not ready for. Fortnite is murder and dancing, which is an awesome combo in a video game. I don't know why no one thought of that before. You just smoke people, just blast away, and then you start dancing. It's kind of sick. Kind of awesome though too. I wish they had that in our games growing up. Wouldn't it have been cool playing Duck Hunt? Just take out a mallard and then go into Running Man. Just whoop. I don't know. That would be good. Yeah, they're always on their screens. I got to go down there and scream at them. I feel like an RA running down there, bust up. Hey, come on, let's go. You guys know what time it is? It's quiet hours. Shut it down. And they watch stuff on everything. Like they'll find ways to stream. They'll watch shows on our microwave, you know? It's like, Dad, you just got to hit defrost and poultry, and then you can log into Netflix. We're streaming stuff on our toaster. I gotta check them before they go upstairs. They're just like, I'm good. They back up the staircase and they go in the room. They got a screen taped to their back. Like Die Hard. They're just like, yippee-ki-yay. Oh, it's good though. Good to hang with them. They're a little bit exhausting. I think everyone's just feeling overwhelmed, right? Especially with the back to school stuff. Some people are teaching at home. Like I said, ours are in the building, which I feel good about, you know? The kids can handle it. I mean, we couldn't handle the arrows at Jewel. We couldn't follow those, but my 5-year-old's got this. No problem. It's a Catholic school too, so I had to find a hazmat suit and a very specific plaid. It had to be we had a good summer. We did. You want to try and still create some normalcy for these kids, right? So we went on vacation, not a real vacation. We went camping, which is really smart in a pandemic because the only thing we really had going for us was shelter. And we were like, let's ditch this. Let's ditch the only thing we have really in our win column right now and go live outside for a little bit with the virus. We are not campers, I found out. I knew we weren't campers when I looked at our luggage and none of it was zipped closed. You know, everything was just overflowing, just spitting out. Campers, they know stuff. Where's the knife? Oh, it's in the back pocket, the little zipper on the pouch on the side next to the canteen. We had shit everywhere. You just open the trunk, throw it in there. We'll live out of that. Pray for the best. Camping is the worst. Doing dishes outside. What are we doing? We're doing dishes. It felt like we were playing. It was good to be, feeling a little bit normal. I'll tell you one thing I like about this is we're not spending as much money. We don't have any money really coming in. That's the negative, but we're not spending as much because we were broke before, which we shouldn't have been broke, but we were broke, because we get no help. All of us struggle. Maybe not all of us. I know I saw some of you guys in the Jerry Seinfeld sponsor list and the Chris Rock sponsors and Joan Rivers. But anyway, we were broke because we weren't getting help from these institutions, these banks. Wouldn't that be nice if they helped us out? All this stuff is connected. Why can't they, when you're at the register buying something, wouldn't it be nice if you got like a reminder, like a notice, like, hey, we just got a alert from Chase Bank. You owe them $9,000. Do you want to proceed with this purchase? Like, yeah, the bow tie for our dog, ring it up. We need that. St. Patrick's Day. It's not going to look stupid. We just spend money, because we're getting older. I'm spending money now just trying to maintain. Not that I'm getting old, but I feel like I'm getting older. It takes me longer to get ready. That's how you know when you're getting older. If it takes you a little longer to get out of the house, I got more to do before I can show my face. I got to blow dry my hair, to make it look like I got more than I do. And the other fellas doing that, let's go. Stand up, everybody. We need you. Get together, shoulder to shoulder. Look thick. Look thick tonight. Can't wear a hat tonight. I just notice things. I got a red patch in my elbow, just like a dead. It's like the origin of my death. I think it's just gonna spread from that. My baby toe just gave up, just gone on its side, spoon in the toe next to it, just looking up at me like, fuck off. Go on without me. I'm done. Gave you 44 years. We haven't done shit. My wife too, she's spending money on that stuff. She just got Botox from our regular doctor too. They're doing that at the regular doctor. When they start doing this cosmetic stuff at the regular, she went in with a sore throat. And this guy's just like, what? Anything else bothering you? How about those wrinkles in your forehead? And I found out from him, by the way. My wife didn't even tell me because I go to the same doctor and he's in there. I'm in there. And he's telling me, yeah, I saw your wife at the Botox party. He's like, really? This is how I find out? You breaking the Hippocratic Oath? And I went home and tried to bust her. She did not look surprised. Did not look surprised. Because that's where, right here, just the frozen, the dead forehead. And what is that, by the way? The forehead. It's like, really? I'm all about throwing money towards this project. But the forehead, that's where we're allocating our dollars. That's where all the funds are going. I'm at home. Like, if she would just smooth out that forehead, that would really turn things around. Over here, if she could just never look curious or determined, that would be a game changer. But they do all this shit at the doctor. They make you feel terrible about yourself at the doctor. They have signs in the lobby. Are you suffering from brown spots? Brown spots? It's like, yeah, I'm Irish. I've been outside. They're freckles. Is that what we're talking about? Brown spots. Suffering from them? Who's suffering? It's not like these brown spots bother me. I have them, but it's like, never call your buddy up. Hey, you coming over to the game on Sunday? No, I'm down with the brown spots. I'm suffering from the brown spots. They do cool sculpting there. You know what cool sculpting is? That's when they freeze your fat and carve $1,800 on your checking account. Yeah, and it thaws out 3 weeks later. Yeah, I'd be like, no, it looks good. We're super smart with our money. That was a great ad. Deborah Messing said it was okay, so I thought it was going to work. As Deb said, so everything there. Bat wings. Do you have bat wings? That's a sign in the lobby. You know what bat wings is? It's like the fat that hangs from your arms. It's like, yeah, I do, but my daughter doesn't feel well. That's why we're here. I actually had some self-esteem when I came in here, and I feel like shit. They're doing vaginal rejuvenation at this clinic. Vaginal rejuvenation? What the hell is that? My wife did not have that done, thank God. I'm just trying to chill out this decade. We got our hands full here. I don't need a born-again vagina walking around the house. Vaginal rejuvenation. What is that? Where they just throw some cold water on it? Like, let's go. Look alive. Come on. You got another round in you? On your feet, Flappy. The best time is sometimes it's not taking, right? sometimes I gotta like walk out of the room and be like, hey, sorry, we tried everything. We just weren't able to rejuvenate. We hit her with the paddles, showed her a Jonas Brothers video. It's just not responding. If you want to take a minute, go in there, say goodbye. Like, no, I knew that thing was dead when I drove it in here. I'm going to go start the car. Meet me out front. I'm going to go start the car. All right. Should I keep going, Pat, or I don't even know. We could keep going. We could.
You're good, buddy.
I know people got to get on with this pandemic.
No, listen,
we got to get back to suffering because everyone thinks that we're being so creative, right?
You finished perfectly. If I could have chosen your closer tonight, it would have been the electric paddles on the vagina bit. I think that's the one. That's the. Hey, where can everybody find your special, Patrick?
It is on Amazon, Apple TV, YouTube. It is out there. But it's more importantly, though, donate.
Yeah. Well,
to this beautiful cause, and thank you for having me, Pat.
Thanks, buddy.
How's it feel being out there?
Huh?
How's it feel being out there?
Oh, that's awesome. Doing stand up to an empty room is fantastic.
I gotta get out there before they burn down the suburbs. I know that they're coming.
I think Rosemont is the last frontier, buddy.
Oh yeah, not that one's gonna get Rosemont.
Pat McGann, everybody. Thank you, Patrick. All right, so listen, we're getting closer, and I also want to let you know that our silent auction, if you're bidding on our silent auction, is going to stay open until 9 o'clock. The silent auction is going to be open until 9 o'clock. That's how long we're going to be keeping the bidding open. Still some prizes that are out there. I also want to take a second right now, and I want to thank our committee members for putting together this show this year. You know, we had to pivot, as everybody says, pivot to a virtual event, and they did an incredible job. Dan and Sandy DeCaro, Kim Branson, Marianne Sarlata, Mandy Ginfrands, Nicole Ferguson, Nick and Linda Foley. We thank you guys so much for all the work you did for us. The donations are still coming through. We're not quite at 25 yet, so if you can please keep donating, we would love it if you can. The foundation needs it. You know, it's a tough time for nonprofits. It's a tough time for all of us right now. On our end, this was supposed to be a really huge year for the Facial Pain Research Foundation. Every year at the end of this show, I try to update you on our science and on our research and how things are coming along. And we were scheduled this year to start our first human clinical trials in a pain treatment plan that we had, and we still are planning to go forward, but obviously COVID has slowed things down. We were supposed to be doing some things at a pretty major medical institution in the U.S., and we still will, but everything is kind of on hold right now. But to think where we came from with this foundation many years ago, and the fact that we are where we are now, on the verge of such a major milestone in our research, is it's incredible, and it's because of all the support we've gotten from everyone who comes and supports us live every year, from everyone who donates, from everyone who looks us up, for everyone who's interested in our research. But you know, the fight is far from over. And people who have TN, yeah, we are in a pandemic, but they're still dealing with a pretty horrible thing themselves. You know, every year, my wife usually joins me at Laugh Your Face Off, and she couldn't be here live tonight, so I want to bring her in right now. She's home. Hi, honey.
Hi.
You look fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
So, babe, we were gonna have you here tonight, and I insisted that you not come. And if you could just kind of explain to people why you couldn't be here tonight and how the pandemic has kind of impacted everything.
Sure. Well, I miss being there, first of all, but I couldn't come tonight because wearing a mask is excruciating. And I don't do it often because it affects me for the whole day and sometimes the day after. It causes so much pain to have it on for any amount of time, really.
Yeah, we had to run a couple errands this week, and Amy came out with me to we were looking at plumbing fixtures, which is not my thing. So she had to come and pick out what looked good. And I mean, we were only there 45 minutes, and it knocked you down the whole day, didn't it?
Yep, it sure did.
Aim, you've had TN. It's 2001, right?
That's right.
2001. And when it started, it was just pain on the left side of your face. You woke up one morning and it was there. And then, if you can, explain how it's progressed over the years.
Sure. I woke up that day and I really didn't know my whole life was going to change, but that's exactly what happened. It's hard to explain really, but I guess I would say my quality of life has changed. Slowly every year it's gotten a little worse. And now I don't only have excruciating pain on the left side of my face every day, but I also get it on the right side of my face. And that's not every day, but it comes and goes on the right side. And I also got diagnosed this past year with occipital neuralgia as well. So that's a lot.
Occipital neuralgia is the nerve. So the trigeminal nerve comes to the three branches in your face. The occipital nerve comes over your head. And a lot of times people who have TN often deal with occipital neuralgia as well.
Right.
So, as Amy has said, this disease doesn't stop. It's for some people it gets a little better. For Amy, and for a lot of others, it doesn't. And if anything, it gets worse. And that's why we need to keep going. We need to keep going despite what's going on in the world right now. And we need to keep fighting for Amy and the hundreds of thousands of other people who have TN like her. And it's why we do what we do to help people like this.
Definitely. Yeah.
I think my life would be drastically different without TN. I wouldn't have the constant worry and anxiety over when the next unbearable pain attack may come.
I would have my life back. That's all I dream of. That's all I want every day. I want my life back.
I'd be able to go out with my friends more often. I'd be able to learn. I'd be able to focus. I'd be able to just have more fun.
The most important part for me is that my kids' lives would be different. They wouldn't have to tiptoe around me when my head hurts. They wouldn't have to turn the TV down because the cartoons are too loud for mommy.
I do have some people who don't quite understand what TN is, especially because they may not see the attacks or see me in pain. So they kind of question whether or not I really have an illness.
I feel like I can't express how painful it is or what I'm going through because I'm sure people are sick of hearing about it. I'm sick of talking about it.
If you know somebody that has it, just to be compassionate and be there for them, just to know that if they're not showing up to something, it's not because they don't want to be there. It's not because they don't love you. It's because they just can't be there.
We're in a fight, and that fight is one where we need new weapons. And those weapons are going to be developed by research through organizations like the Facial Pain Research Foundation.
I do have faith in the Facial Pain Research Foundation. For a long time I didn't have faith in much of anything for this, but I know it's going to happen. And I look forward to the day that it does, and we're going to help make that happen.
Amy is right. We are going to make this happen. We are going to keep doing this year after year until we get to where we need to be, so that she and so many others can live pain-free. We're going to do it thanks to you. And at the beginning of the show, I said we had a matching donation of $25,000 to what you gave tonight, and I gave you some updates throughout the show. And I may have undersold how much we'd raised throughout the show to get those numbers up a little bit. But guess what? It worked. And I'm happy to say that tonight Thanks to all of our sponsors who've donated so much money. Thanks to all that you've donated tonight during this show and all that will continue to get donated, hopefully, after the show as you share with your friends. We have raised a total this year of $331,000, and which is fantastic for something like this, for a virtual event like this. We're humbled, as usual. We are. We thank you all so much. The silent auction will continue until 9 o'clock. You can keep driving up that number. This show will live online for a couple of days. Share it with your friends. Share it with anybody you think who would care. Share it with anybody you know who's rich. Share it with rich people. Rich people got a lot of money to give away right now. We'd love to get some. Thank you all so much. Let's do this next year. Mark your calendars now, October 2nd, 2021. Hopefully we can do this thing in person. Thank you so much, and good night.